Welcome back to the channel, gamers. I'm just another gamer, and thank you for stopping by for episode 2 of Alan Wake. Man, when I dove in to the edit of episode 1, I had about 2 pages of notes that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. There was so much context clues that I even overlooked while playing the first episode, which goes to show that you really need to play a game multiple times to really take in the full scope of the story, because there were so many little things that I missed that were pretty much giving the story away. Now, these are only my guesstimations of what may happen, but there's a couple key observations that I wanted to kind of bring to light, so maybe you get the perspective I did by going back and editing. When Alan was first coming into Bright Falls after awaking from his dream, I had made this comment that the car behind the SUV, the Lincoln that we were driving, looks like an Alan Wake car, and it struck me. I don't know if it was like subliminal context, the game, or maybe like foreshadowing of future events for the story itself, but that car that was parked right behind Alan's SUV, the Lincoln, was the same car Alan was driving in the dream when he hit the hitchhiker. Observation 2. While making our way through the tutorial, there comes to like the second landing part after the hitchhiker starts to chase us with an axe and he talks all that trash about our writing career. There was a missing person poster for Alan Wake himself. Coincidentally, there's also a picture of a diver, which is pretty much identical to the same diving picture we saw at the lake house when Alice and Alan first arrived. Observation number 3, as we're running away from the storm in the tutorial part, or the darkness, or the hitchhiker, or whatever you want to call it, we run across this man called Clay Stewart, seemingly already knowing Alan. Who is this guy? How did we meet him? And could this possibly be something in the future that Alan's going to experience? Observation number 4, which I thought was actually pretty significant. When we're in the diner to receive the keys from Mr. Stuckey, the 2 old rockers happen to call him Thomas. And I also noticed when we first entered the cabin, Alan makes a reference to this stack of books, all authored by this guy called Thomas Zane. Now, here's where things get really exciting. I feel like I'm starting to already make connections to Control. So in Control, the main character is part of this organization called the Federal Bureau of Control. And the job of the Federal Bureau of Control is to pretty much hunt down items called objects of power. Now, objects of power are these extra dimensional paranatural items that are a result of 2 dimensions bleeding into each other, and the manuscript pages seem to be foretelling of future events that haven't even happened yet, but as we progress through the story, we know they do have a certain impact on our journey. Alan even makes an observation himself that the novel could be an act of creation, changing the world around it all by itself. To me, it's screaming connections to Control. Is Bright Falls a place where an object of power has seemingly manifested because of the bleeding of 2 dimensions having an impact on each other, which Alan is using the novel to write his own story and change his own reality? So I'm super juiced to continue. Welcome to episode 2. Let's get it.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Snowy, cold, and bleak, just like Max Payne.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Oh, look, I think she's putting together our like front page cover art, because that's it looks similar to that little poster we found when we were running away from the bad guy. Ooh, manuscript page. Alan Wake, return to sender.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse, alone at my own wake, thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay, I'm geeking out right now because the way they're painting this picture, because there's no mistaking it, that is dialogue from Max Payne. Like, that is a direct dialogue from Max Payne, and the voice actor himself. So what's crazy meta about this is it's like Max Payne is a fictional story that Alan actually wrote about. Like, it's his book, and it's not even like Max Payne was like this other story that we played and were a part of. It's like another dimension that Alan created, or I don't even know how you would call it, but it's really, you know, it's pretty much painting the picture that Alan Wake himself wrote the story of Max Payne. Painkillers, dude, they're dropping Max Payne Easter eggs like crazy in this game.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Pause.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
She don't like the dark. Run.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Wonder why she's so afraid of the dark.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
And it's really weird to hear Alan laugh and be kind of generally positive. He was kind of a melancholy individual at the beginning of the story. All right, back to the present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Really looking for clues. Looks like they're dropping them everywhere in this game. So I feel like they're on every poster, on the back of every chair, under everybody's foot. I don't know.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The Bulls will...
These are all missing people on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. Have you seen them?
Take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good.
Knack for winning contests. Identifying features and knack for winning contests? That's not gonna help find that dude.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
I think I can break the
That
lock.
was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, I mean, we didn't get to see him or see her as I rounded the corner, but I'm pretty sure that was the same lady from the diner carrying the
sheriff
lantern.
wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Yeah, I got it. So I'm thinking that she knows something about the darkness. You know what I mean? Like, she's been writing about it for years. She carries around a lantern.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
All right, now this is a week. We've lost like a week of time.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
That must have been right when we rolled up at the cabin. Let's go see the sheriff.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Coming in
I'm
hot.
not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Looking pretty
Hello?
suspect, Alan.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with
We're watching
anything?
you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly.
The deputies, they won't understand. They
Yeah.
won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Okay, that's another townsfolk that seemingly knows, or they're scared of the dark.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Hey! Hey! Anybody out there? Hey! Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on? Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. Listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Alright, buddy, you're definitely toasted right now, but just another person in this town that's not affected by the darkness, but has observed it.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
The manuscript page.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
See, I have some kind of suspicion that maybe this guy is part of the organization.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
They're part of the organization that left us trails to the secret boxes, like some group that knows what the darkness is all about, but I have no idea why they would kidnap Alice's wife. Or Alan's wife.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Nighty-night.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not.
but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Ooh! Hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
Is that Barry?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Barry is not what I thought he would look like.
Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Roast Barry.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Need a break from Barry already.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
Oh, is that Toby?
Your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell,
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
Shut up, Barry.
You gotta talk to the cops.
Oh my God,
She's
lay
my
off
wife.
me, Barry.
It's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha-ha, let's have a laugh on Barry.
You do that all by yourself by that getup you got on.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on!
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but I want to give Barry a swift crack in the jaw. He's already talking my ear off.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo!
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Dude, they would be a relief to run into instead of hearing you yap away. No, as much as I want Barry to go away, I don't want him to be taken by the darkness. My conscience is killing me on that one. I got my gun? No, not yet. Okay, so we're staying at different cabins. Because technically the one we did stay at doesn't exist.
I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Ooh. Turn on the lights. Can't let the darkness creep in. There we go.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Don't care.
Fast early this morning. But you're not taking part in the fishing anything? No, not fishing. You bet.
Not gonna lie, there is a lot of dialogue in this game, and I am chomping at the bit to continue the story. Guess we're breaking and entering now. So we didn't retain our shotgun from the first episode, so it probably behooves me to use whatever items we have then and there. Oh, another episode.
Crime and punishment.
Be back for you.
Cancer and cure of civilization.
Gotta watch out for a murder of crows. Hello? Nature trail.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams. and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Is Rose as much of a stalker as as we think she's gonna be?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
I'm so bad with names, but is Max the guy we just met to get the keys to our cabin? I mean, we know that was his dog.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
Can't help you without the skirmish, Rusty. I'll be in there in a second, Rust.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
I wonder if that's the page he read, and that it just happened to him.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Hold on, Rusty.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Ooh.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
I think Rusty's dead.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Whoa, I can burn them. I should burn them.
licenses!
Go. Dang. Rusty got it bad.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Oh no. Is Rusty consumed?
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who
purchase a park license. Obey
the park ranger's instructions.
At all.
He's too far gone.
Rusty? Rusty, no! Never!
No approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than... That must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended.
The significant characters are fast.
It is against the law. Or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even you made
along the river,
or even simple berries.
Gunning you down. Sorry, Rusty. Dang. Oh. Oh, come on. I wonder if you can, like, perfect dodge throwable items, like the axes. I do not want to talk to you, Barry.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
That was sad.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. Let's go check it out. Oh, secrets. Don't jump out and scare me. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Shotgun. You can still hear him walking up there. Is he glitching out? Glad we took a trip to the caves. But that dude we saw is gonna come from the left over here. Mm-hmm. What? Oh! Whoa! Ooh. All right, starting to get a little spicier. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That started the episode with so much dialogue. I was ready to be through with it. First peak is up there, but we should go over here. Oh, manuscript page. I was hoping we find a submachine gun in the dumpster.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated. But she really tried to help. She was smart, too. Knew a lot about what was going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
A little backstory on how Barry found Al. Where are they? I'm getting hunted. Where are they? I'm about to get axed in the back of the head. Where? Oh, shh. Oh, light. Let's heal up. Another shotty. Let's test the shotgun. Got 8 shots. Let's do it. Souvenir shop. I thought it said survivor camp there for a second. Duh. See how fast we can get. Ooh, this guy needs some power. Oh, that guy. Whoa. Oh, come on. Oh. Now I'm pissed. Getting serious, man. Being a little too casual. Step up our gameplay, huh? Whoa. Oh. No way. Who hit me? Oh, this guy. Oh, I can't dodge throwable objects. Oh, it's on now. Uh-oh. Okay, I am running low on bullets. I've underestimated the combat in this game. Okay. Oh, man, they're always coming up behind me. Dude, I'm getting fried. Oh, gosh. I am not proud of anything that's going on right now. There's a light. Run, Alan. What? Okay. Running low on ammo because we're punks.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Wonder if that's referencing a secret now or what we've already encountered. Because some of these talk about events we've already experienced, and others tell about events that are about to happen. Oh, there we go. The Taken are filled with darkness. They're tenacious too, man. I'm getting messed up. Oh, man. Need some space. Space it out. Oh, I dodged that. Dude, there's some husky guys. Dang, I'm already out of ammo again. Straight up, gamers, I underestimated this game. I mean, we're stuck so much in dialogue half the time. I didn't think we'd have to really. Thought it was gonna be like a walking simulator. I'm glad it's not, but now I'm frosty. The through tree. Secrets? Lover's Peak. Do I want to go that way just yet? Oh, what is happening here? If it doesn't have bullets, I don't care. Obviously can't go through there, so. Dang, I'm gonna have to run. And they're kind of fast. Oh, I just jump over this. Dude, I keep on forgetting I can jump.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Is a FBI agent after Alan? But he knows about the darkness. Your boy could use some bullets. That's a big knife.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. That's what I got for you!
Oh, okay. It is area of effect. Oh, sorry, dude. Dude, these axe throwers are killing me.
Bring it!
I guess I gotta help him kill him.
Monster!
Dude, these axe throwers are cracking me. Oh, dude, I'm getting tagged. Kill him.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake.
Good grief,
Use the
dude.
flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
I only got 2 left.
Yeah, No can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Pull him off, damn it.
I only have a 2 flares.
Longer. Scare him off.
Hurry up, bro.
That'll keep him off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's over.
Hurry up, dude. Whoa. Oh.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
What's this guy's problem with me? Oh, maybe because we wrote the novel. I would see.
Ready. They'll be on us soon.
I could see how he thinks it's our fault. Better be a gun in there.
Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
For real. Oh.
Get with the program.
Gotta get that thermos. Ugh.
Stop moving.
Dude.
What I got for you.
I need to get that thermos. Just gonna go right into him. Thank you, dude.
Monster!
Deal with it yourself. I'm getting this thermos. I have not mastered the dodge. Woo! There we go. That's better. More. Come on. Paint him down. Oh! Big guy. Big guy, big guy, big guy. Oh, no flares. Gun him down. Shoot him. Easy to say you have the gun.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Get the gun. Get the gun, Alan.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Okay. Story's starting to get juicier. Combat's definitely increased. Let's get it. Look at this guy waiting for us. Anything over here? Nope. Wish we could sneak. Is he gone? Snap.
Warn me about these traps. I wouldn't want to get caught in one of them.
Good thing I just played Resident Evil where I got caught up all the time. I don't know if I should be wasting ammo on them though. Wait. Why are there bear traps all the way back here if I'm meant to go the other way? Why would the game put them here? Right? Oh, you know what? I bet they're going to be attacking me with these bear traps everywhere. Question is, do I waste my bullets now so I don't have to worry about them? Or do I try to navigate them during the fight? I'm wasting my bullets. Probably going to regret this. Dude, I'm probably wasting all my ammo. I don't want to die again. Well, at least it got him back, even though we freaking wasted it. See, I wondered. Just did nothing. Manuscript page.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
That's true. Alan's got a temper. I did waste all those bullets. Well, our max is 42, so no harm, no foul. I'm leaning back in my chair and stuff. All right. New combat style. Eliminate targets as fast as you can. Because they are coming in mass, and I am not comfortable with it. I am pretty impressed that there is a pretty big gap between when you see light, like the opportunity to heal again, and, you know, kudos to the game for, you know, putting some difficulty on it. I heard you. His footsteps were terrifying. I haven't found a secret box in a while. Always gotta check behind me now. Was that a light? I can turn the generator on? Probably. Oh, big guy, big guy, big guy. Dude, those axes are killing me. Dude. Still no secret boxes. I mean, I haven't really tried to go off the beaten path that much, but shotgun. Oh, a hunting rifle. Hopefully this packs more of a punch than that shotgun. I was pretty unimpressed by it.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Uh-oh. Is that a plane?
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Oh, secret, finally. Oh. I wonder if those black spots are like trapped or something. At first, I thought this was like an entity possessing people. But now it seems to be like some biological organism. Oh, I hear him. Get the hunting rifle out. Should I do that? Gotta get up there. Ah, I see. Ooh, flares are a good look. Okay. Gonna run into a dude with a chainsaw, so let's be ready. Make it through the woods. Here he comes. Oh! Ah, dude. Whew. I really need to work on dodging those Axos. They are crushing me in the skull. Gosh. Oh, he almost hit me into the dodge. Yeah. That's an item. Thermos. There's always someone behind us. Oh, I'm about to run into them. Nope. Ah. Probably be using these flares, but I always think I'm saving it for something bigger and badder. Uh-oh. 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 Dude, don't tell me we're gonna fight this chainsaw guy in close quarters. Oh! Anything that's like a bear trap always escapes me. Damn it! Maybe I want to get the manuscript page first. I did see a page, right? Oh.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Dude, these gotta be agents from the Central Bureau of Control. like from the game control, because they have agents that go out and solve, you know, because there's objects of power that are affecting the world, so they go out to kind of nullify and suppress the information. I'm wondering if these dudes are from the Board of Control.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Where's? So waiting for this chainsaw. The darkness wears her face. Probably talking about the old lady. All right. The flare came in handy. Those are big dudes. Another hunting rifle. I haven't used it yet. Might want to break it out here soon. Saving it for chainsaw guy. I thought it was the birds about to attack us. The bats. Whoa. We're gonna slow bleed you. Oh. Round two. Hunting rifle time. Wasn't gonna let him make a fool of us again. I have died a lot, man. I really have underestimated this game. In a good way. I mean, I enjoy that. I come with a more serious attitude next episode.
Is a hazardous occupation.
There he is. Got that hunting rifle out immediately. Get him. Come on. Taking you all out. Let's go. Ah. Wow. That put him down fast. Okay. I'm thinking that they're going to become more common. Which is a good thing. What do you want, Barry?
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Birds.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus. The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Are they truly FBI agents? Or Central Bureau of Control?
I had to find the key to the garage.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You cannot learn about nature.
Dude, I jumped. Run. Ooh, we got drive? Thought it was gonna be a cutscene. All right, you're going down. Whoa. Is that a... Yep, that's what I thought. Already lost the mirror. Whoa. I didn't expect a driving part in this game. It's kind of a fun new addition. Damn, everything's torched. Darkness is crushing this place. Do I get out? Oh, I do get out. I can get out. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, look. Can I push this out of the way? Guess not.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh. Let's go. Oh. Snap. Oh. Okay, flare gun's OP. It
was the kidnapper. You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
All right, maybe this is breached into the part of the story where Alan's stuck in the cabin trying to write, but anytime you see it on the TV, he's writing the story.
Over the phone.
He's writing the story in the cabin that doesn't technically exist. Darkness controls the Taken.
So glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Dang, Barry. Woo! All right, Barry, you gonna let me in or what? Maybe I need the flare gun for them. I think that's what the game's telling me. I don't know where the rest of them are. Woo! That worked. Oh, dang, two of them. Flares helped out too.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
She doesn't sound normal.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
All right, gamers, that wraps it up for episode 2 of Alan Wake. Wow, that was a lot more than I expected, not only combat-wise, but there's a lot of questions that I kind of brought up at the beginning of the episode that really have gone on unanswered. We don't know who this guy at the beginning of our nightmare was, the guy in the letter jacket. I think his name is Carl Stewart. We don't really have an identifying mark on what the darkness is and why it's really focused on Alan. I think it's centered around the place of Bright Falls, but for some reason, us coming into Bright Falls is kind of bringing the catalyst for it to increase its influence or power, but it's still very much centered around this novel and Alan's ability to write future events or affect the present. I'm eager to see what's next on episode 3. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just another gamer. Save a gamer, save a life, and I'll check you on that next episode.